Good morning, Bryce. I hope everyone's having a good start to their Wednesday. It's another frosty morning here in the Delta. And take a look at some of these temperatures that we had yesterday. Well, the highs topped out around 50, which is cool for this time of the year. But the overnight lows, well, this is the coldest we've been all year long. 24 in Greenwood, 25 in Greenville. And it's very cold again this morning. Check this out. It's in the 30s all the way down to Jacksonville. And earlier, Jacksonville, Florida was colder than spots into North Dakota, if you could believe that. That's how strong this cold air mass is. You can see it's in the 20s all the way up into North Dakota and portions of the upper Mississippi River Valley. But here's our next system. It's going to be approaching us from the west. So we got some showers moving into Arkansas and Louisiana, and there's actually snow on the back end of this. So some pretty heavy snow falling into southern Kansas and portions of Oklahoma. Now, we're not going to get any snow here, but we are going to see some rain. And as for temperatures, well, it's 35 in Greenville, but the wind chill with that wind out of the southeast makes it feel even colder. So it's a wind chill of 28, so kind of biting through that jacket. So be sure to bundle up. As for Greenwood, 36 degrees, wind chill around 32. So we are starting to warm up a little bit, but look at that. Nashville, 26, 42 in Pensacola, 29 still in Hattiesburg, and 33 in Little Rock. And area-wide, the coldest temperatures definitely off to our east. Oxford, Kosciuszko still in the mid-20s, 32 in Tunica, 36 in Vicksburg. So still some pretty cold air entrenched across the Delta. But again, as the sun comes up, as always, it's going to start to warm up. As for the satellite and radar, it's pretty calm from Gulfport to Tupelo all the way back into the Delta, but some showers starting to show up to our west. Some pretty heavy rain actually near Texarkana, just north of Shreveport. But again, it's going to be pretty calm today. The rain isn't going to move in until later. You can see that storm system starting to track in our direction. And for the daylight hours, we're not going to see any rain. But as we go into the 6, 7, 8 o'clock hours, we can start to see some showers moving across the Mississippi River, really into the overnight. That's when the rain coverage will be the highest. But it's not going to be any heavy rain. No severe weather expected with this, so that's definitely good news. The heaviest rain going to stay confined to the Gulf Coast. And as we go through the day on Thursday, it's just going to be a cold, rainy day. Temperatures in the 40s. Notice these showers streaming up along Mississippi. And it looks like these may linger into Thursday evening potentially, so it's just going to be kind of a dreary, rainy day. Temperatures in the 40s, not quite cold enough to support any winter weather, but it is going to be a cold rain. And then as we go through Friday, we start to see this moving off, and we'll start to see high pressure build back in over the southern plains, which means we're looking good heading into your weekend. But as we track out those potential rain totals, again, notice through 5, not a whole lot going on. And then as we go into the overnight hours, that's when the rain really picks up in coverage. And as we go into tomorrow evening, we could see anywhere from maybe a half to an inch of rain. So again, not impressive rainfall totals, but definitely going to be enough to have some wet roadways. Just be careful on your commute tomorrow morning. And as for the week ahead, after tomorrow, well, it dries out and your weekend looking good. So the first weekend of December, 2 thumbs up. And as we look ahead the next 6 to 10 days, we're trending drier than average. You see these darker browns. That means we have anywhere from a 50 to 60% chance being below average in the rainfall department over the next 6 to 10 days. So again, we're not going to see too much wet weather as we head into the second week of December. But for today, we're looking at highs of 57, increasing clouds, some showers late, again, mainly after the sun sets. It's also going to be breezy at times. East-southeasterly winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. High is going to top out at 55 in Batesville and Charleston, 56 in Grenada, 56 in Indianola as well. So generally in the mid to upper 50s, which is actually almost on par with averages this year or this time of year. And as for tonight, lows of 42, mostly cloudy, periods of rain expected. And as we wake up tomorrow morning, it's going to be a cloudy, rainy, cold morning. Temperature starting in the 40s, and we're really not going to warm up all that much, only topping out in the 40s. Again, it's going to be a cold, rainy day and quite chilly out there. As we take a look at the 7-day forecast, we actually going to see that sunshine return in its fullness this weekend. Temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. So, it's going to be cool this weekend, not necessarily frigid, but that kind of puts you in the Christmas spirit when it's cooler.